She's been here.
I know, but I haven't seen her picture. She just popped up on my screen.
She don't talk much.
It
No,
says
she don't.
live. It says live.
Okay,
Yep.
1 second. Okay, we're there, Marky. You can call the meeting to order.
Okay. Regular meeting of Port View call to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of
of
the
the
United States of America and
to the republic
for which it
stands
One
one
nation,
one
nation,
nation,
under God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with
with liberty,
and
justice
for
for all.
You on a time delay there, Doug?
roll call vote. Melissa?
Yeah, it sounds like it, huh?
Yeah. You're like a person at church who's always ahead or behind, you know?
Okay, Melissa, roll call
Yes,
vote.
1 second.
Okay.
Are you taking a selfie? Oh.
Mr. Myers,
Here.
Mr. Janeco,
Here,
Mr. Lombardo,
Here.
Mr. Haresco,
Here.
Mr. Tortorus,
Here.
Mrs. Thomas,
Here.
Mr. Betters.
Here.
Also in attendance this evening, we have Mayor Horanix, Solicitor Patricia McGrail, Dawn Glenn, our Borough Engineer, our Junior Council Person, Rebecca Matlos, and myself, the Borough Manager. President, I think we have a quorum.
Okay, thank you, Melissa. Okay,
Thank you.
Council, what's your pleasure? Number 2 on the agenda, the approval of the minutes of the regular meeting.
On December 2nd, 2020 at 7:30 PM and special meeting minutes on December 21st, 2020 at 6 PM.
Okay, motion's on the floor by Debbie. Is there a second?
second.
Second by Dougie. I think all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, so ordered. Okay, at this time, we'll announce there was an executive session held this evening to discuss personnel issues. Okay, next up, number 4, Code Enforcement Officer Report. Anything there, Melissa?
You know what? It was kind of quiet here in December. Ken, did you have anything?
No, we had not. I was talking to Diane today, and the only issue we had was the garbage down there on Romine. But other than that, it's wintertime's pretty quiet.
Yeah, and you know what? The guy down there on Romine, he's going to be getting a dumpster. They
Yeah.
asked him to get it sooner versus later, and it is a whole house clean out.
Well, at least it's in the alley. It's not on the front street, so.
Right. So we are working at that, but we are sending him the letter irregardless.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next up, we'll go to our Chief of Police report. Mayor, any report?
Oh, I have the statistics. Do you want me to give them under my report or under the chief's report?
Whatever you want.
Do it now.
Okay,
Do it now real quick. For the month of December, there were 98 total calls. There were 6 non-traffic citations, 19 traffic citations, 1 orange tag vehicle. Mileage for the vehicles for the month, 2013 Ford Taurus, 238 miles, 2017 Ford Explorer, 2,293 miles, and the 2019 Explorer, 741 miles. For expense for the month, we had, there were no repairs, no expense for the 2013 Taurus, nothing for the 17 Explorer, and nothing for the 19 Explorer. So it was a good month as far as expenses go. I have a
hey,
breakdown of
go ahead.
I have a
Sorry.
breakdown of calls if anybody wants them. And
Okay,
then, do you want me to do my report while I'm here?
sure. Yeah, you could.
Okay. I just had a couple things. Swore in the 2021 officers for the Portview Fire Department last night. I'd like to congratulate and wish those guys good luck for a strong year. Brian, if you want to chime in here also, I just wanted to thank everybody that helped out with the virtual Santa. I wanted to thank the Portview Sons of the American Legion for their donation that covered the majority of the gifts and treats for the kids. And I wanted to thank all the elves that helped to deliver everything. And I wanted to thank Rebecca, Santa Claus, and I wanted to thank Steve Vozniak. Brian, do you have anything you wanted to add?
Yeah, Brian, I just want to add to, you're being a little bit humble on yourself, but you
you always step up when when it comes to the kids or we need something done for the borough. You really stepped up on this one. And Becca, I can't thank you enough. It was amazing. You're a very involved junior council member, and it's very, very nice to see, with some of us computer illiterate adults, you really
That's right.
you definitely took the lead on this, and you showed great leadership skills as a young lady, and really made your ideas made a lot of kids in this borough happy, and a lot of adults too. I mean, it was nice to see people just showed up. We couldn't have a lot of people around. People just showed up, grabbed the bags. Brian, you guys had everything ready, what addresses things needed to go to, and it went smooth. And I tell you what, for something that we had to throw together to make, our borough's Christmas a little bit different and special, Becky, you did a fantastic job. And the mayor did an amazing job.
Hey,
Like
Brian,
you said, the Sons of American Legion. Yeah.
I'd just like a comment. Maybe we can forward some information on this to our PSAB for their magazine they could put out about how well our junior council.
Our junior council. Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's a great thing. Yeah,
How involved she was and
yeah,
last minute, and she showed great leadership skills.
yeah. That would be good. Get some attention to her.
Okay, and I also would like to congratulate Rebecca, who did an excellent job. That was a monumental task that really worked out with the COVID. It just worked perfect. And Brian, the mayor, I know you were involved and Brian Myers, the chairman of the recreation, and everybody else
I
involved.
had nothing to do with it.
I couldn't go. Once again, I would have been there, but I can't deal with anything with the COVID right now. So, but great job, Rebecca. We're going to nominate you for the Hall of Fame Junior Council Award. Come up with another project. We like those. Okay. Do you want to say anything, Rebecca?
I would like to say thank you for everybody that helped out, especially Brian. He really helped me out a lot. He steered me in the right direction, and it was just really fun. So thank you guys so much.
Okay.
Hey,
Thank
Becca.
you.
Thanks, Rebecca.
Hey, Becca, if COVID's still going on around
The Easter
Easter,
Bunny.
you may have to play the Easter Bunny too. So I
I
don't know.
already have an idea for that. So
Oh, look at that.
for
She's
you.
Good.
thinking all the
Oh,
time.
proactive. Good job.
He's thinking all the time. Okay. So, Mayor,
That's
anything
all.
else, Mayor?
That's the end of my report for now.
Okay, next, we had our engineers report, the executive session, nothing further. Number 8, our solicitors report, Mrs. Patty McGraw.
You know what, guys? I have nothing to add to my earlier report in exec session.
Okay, next we'll go into our council committee report. I can't see anybody in any order, so I'll just start saying names. Greg, you're up first.
You know what? Before we go to council reports, can we do citizens to be heard?
Oh, sorry, did I miss that? Okay. I didn't see it on my sheet.
It wasn't on the agenda.
It
Okay,
was
so
not.
go ahead. Before we
Okay,
go
so-
to committee, we'll listen. Any citizens entertain anything for this meeting, Melissa, to be heard?
Yes, I received one letter from one of our residents who resides at 1002 Burbank Road. Her name's Anita Bassa. And this is for tonight's meeting. And she did turn this in prior to the meeting. So this is what she says, and this is how she starts. Due to COVID, I have to write my concerns to council. As you know from previous meetings that I've attended, I'm still having problems with my neighbor, Gwen, who continues to defy our Portview ordinance by allowing her cat to run at large on my property and also other neighbors' property. She has been fined twice. Her cat was in a cat fight on my property. There was cat hair all over my side porch. I called Chief Petruski on December 23rd, 2021. He advised me to file my own complaint at the magistrate's office since this keeps happening. I called. Sue mailed me a private complaint to fill out and mail back to the DA office. They will look it over to see if I have a case and send the information to the magistrate's office. I feel I'm being harassed and my property is not being respected. My cats were never running outside. I cared too much for them to let anything happen to them. I called the borough building about the black and white cat to see if the cat group could catch it and find a home for it. Well, on December 29th at 5 p.m., I received a knock at my door and was surprised and shocked to see our Portview police officer Adams and two strangers to me, two ladies. The one said her name was Donna, and she heard I wanted a cat trapped and removed. She said, this is how it goes. We could catch the cat, neuter it, but release it back to my property. I said, this is a safety issue. Gwen's cat and the black and white cat were in another fight on my property and showed her that the cat hair remains still left on my porch. She said, I don't see any cat hair. And Officer Adams said, yes, see it there on the map there. She did not respond. The other younger lady said, a cat is no different than a deer or a rabbit in your yard. Donna said, the borough is working on an ordinance to allow feral cats to roam in the borough. I said, there's no talking to you. I'm done with this conversation. And when I was closing my kitchen door, Donna yelled, if you trap any of these cats, you will be fined $1,000. My question is, who permitted Mr. Adams and these two ladies to knock on my door without any notice? Why didn't they call me? ? There was no need for them to come on my property. How would you like this to happen to your family member? My first thought was, did something happen to one of my family members? Then the three of them go to Gwen's house for a half hour to 35 minutes. Patty, I would like to know if Donna could be cited for threatening me with a fine. Officer Adams was standing next to Donna. Does a borough residents have a right to trap a cat and take it to a local shelter? If there is no case from the DA's office, can I file a case with a personal attorney regarding my neighbor continuing to let her cat out to roam my yard? ? There was a rabid feral cat in Liberty Borough that attacked a man walking his dog. While I do love animals, a human safety has to come first. We do not live in a jungle. Animal wastes can have parasites that can be transferred to humans. I do not want cat waste in my garden or grass. Remember the lady from Alpin Street who said cats were in her kid's sandbox using it as a litter pan? Kids can become ill from animal waste. It's called zoonic risk, ZOONIC. Risk. Okay. Thank you for your time. Anita Baxa. Oh, wait a minute. There's an added note. There's one added note. Donna belongs to, claim they care about cats. Why don't they foster these cats in their basement or garage and try to find a home from them? Instead, they fix and release them out to the streets to fend for themselves. That is not real care and love for them. Remember the Libra law Governor Wolf passed. Any animal is not to be left out in the colder heat for more than 20 to 30 minutes. That's all I have.
Okay.
Mark, you know what, I think she directed some questions to me. Obviously, as the borough solicitor, I can't give a private citizen legal advice, but I think I can respond to some of this. If the police officer was there, I think he was there to keep the peace. If he felt that the situation had escalated to the point where either party should be cited, then that would have been his job to do. We would not do that after the fact. She has in the past taken her or filed a complaint with the magistrate with regard to the neighbor and these cats. That is the proper action to take. Apparently, if in fact Donna told her that the borough was going to adopt an ordinance that would allow feral cats to run freely in the yards, that is not true. That would not be what I would recommend to council. And certainly that isn't an ordinance that we've had under discussion. And so I think from the borough's point of view, if she is being, if her property is being damaged by a cat that is allowed to roam in her yard, she needs to turn this matter over to the magistrate or even the district attorney, since she's already been to the magistrate twice. The borough can consider adopting an ordinance that may assist in the enforcement of managing feral cats. But, you know, that's something that we haven't taken action on at this time.
Okay, all right. All right, so that'll be the answers given to her. Okay. Anything else, Melissa, for the citizens?
That's all I have.
If I could just add, just to let the people know that since I feel somewhat responsible for the trap neuter release program, that we're not abandoning this program or any other options that are available to us as far as clinics or things like that. We are going to investigate to see what we can do to keep our residents and our borough people safe.
Okay,
Melissa,
good.
I have a question.
And we also are starting a list. Anyone can call the borough and report like feral cats in their area. We're taking down names, addresses, and where the cats, you know, are. So, and how many. So that this way we can kind of gauge where we're having, you know, the problems at. And if need be, try to bring in another group to do that.
Melissa, a question. Did we not budget for the cat release, trap and release program for next year? Like a couple $1,000s?
I think we may have.
I thought we did. Okay, so we have some money set aside for it, so we could still do this. Just figure out how, yeah, and who.
Okay, we'll work on it, and then Anita needs to take it to attorney herself. All right? Okay, so next up, we'll go to council committee reports. And who wants to go first? Greg?
Yes, I'll go first, Mr. President. I got a couple motions here, but before I give those motions, I would like the people to know that our road crew sacrificed their holiday, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, to keep those streets clean for our residents. They left their families to make sure that you're safe. So I just wanted to thank those work crew guys, and they did a real good job, I think.
Greg,
Great
I got a
job, guys.
question.
Good job, guys.
Greg, I got a question. How was the street parking during these snow outages?
Say that again. I didn't hear you.
How was the street parking with all these snows we had?
Well,
Any
you know,
complaints?
Kim, we're going to have issues all the time.
Yeah,
I'd have to refer that to Bobby. I mean, he was the one that was out there.
yeah. I just wondered if
I
you said
don't- I didn't hear of anything real bad.
it. Okay.
Well, there
Since
was
we
a
did
couple-
make
there was a-
notice, no parking.
There was
so.
a couple tight instances, but you can expect that being that a holiday and most people were home and not at work. So that
Yeah.
made it a little bit more difficult, but
Yeah,
all were here and you know what I mean, instead of being at work. So, but we got through it with, knock on wood, no problem.
flying colors, right. That's all.
Okay, Bobby.
and
Well,
Greg-
like I said,
Greg,
like I
just
said, I
one
wanted to
second.
thank you and your crew for giving up your Christmas holidays.
Thank
And I
you.
know, yeah, you guys get paid to do that, and that's your job, but I want to thank you from my heart.
And
Okay.
I'd like to add to that, Annette Sobchak stopped in at the end of the, I think it was Friday, the end of the day, or no, I'm sorry. It was Monday. And Bobby, she thanks you very, very much, you and the whole crew. And they want to buy our road crew lunch. They said her and her sister, Jacqueline, were so happy, never so happy to be driving on Portview roads. So they will be
And-
sending lunch.
Okay, good. And with that, I'm gonna put a little add to that. I was actually out in that weather at my mother-in-law's and she lives in like Penn Hills. And coming back, I could tell you, even through all the boroughs coming back except Route 30, the highway, Port View was the best area. We have hills with that 10 inches of snow and then we got hit with that, whatever that difference, that's 6 inches. And of course, like Greg said, it happened to be on Christmas and it took out their New Year's Eve. I think these guys worked 16 hours or more nonstop. And, you know, they busted their butts and I'm sure on their Christmas, they probably were sleeping through it and didn't even get to enjoy it. So guys, I think they need extra kudos this year because we've never had this really happen. They said we haven't had 10 inches of snow in the last 20 some years. So, and unfortunately it hit on the holiday, which they should be home with their family. So I want to thank them for that. You don't know how great of a crew we have with our 4 guys that we have working. Okay. Thanks, Bob.
Okay, and with that, I have motion number 21, motion to, oh, let me back up a second. And of
Alright.
course, it always comes with trouble when you're doing that amount of snow removal. And we had a few truck incidents, but it's all taken care of now. And my motion 21 is one of them. A motion to authorize and ratify repairs to the Ford 150
That's
550
550.
by Shorty Auto in the amount of $7,434.13. This was
Okay.
for repairs on that truck.
A motion
Second.
on the floor by Greg. Is there a second?
Second.
By Kenny, all in favor, say aye.
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 Nays, ayes have it, so ordered. Okay, Greg.
And motion number 25 to, do I do that now? Yeah. A motion to accept the monthly reports from December 2020 as presented.
Okay. Motion on the floor by Greg. Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
Second by Bobby. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right.
Nays, ayes have that sorted. Okay, Greg.
And I have one more and that'll be at the end of the meeting.
Okay.
That's all, Mr. President.
I look forward to
Next
that.
up, who's next? Brian or,
I'll go.
okay.
Just real quick, besides some motions, I would like to thank everybody again for the rec center is really coming along. It's, you know, we kind of have, I think, hopped that last hurdle. The turf guy was in measuring and we're getting the netting and we're right on the final steps of finally being able to open this building. Encourage you guys who haven't been able to be down there yet to check it out. And the residents, there's new updated photos on the website. Please check it out. And hopefully once this COVID clears, we could have a grand opening and get everybody down there and really show off what all the hard work that everybody on this council, Melissa and our engineer and everybody's put forth to get this finally ready to open. With that, I have some motions, Mr. President.
Okay.
Number 12, motion to ratify payment to Lawson Excavating in the amount of $3,063.75, less the 5% retainage as recommended by Dawn Glen Engineering and to be reimbursed by the 2018 GTRP grant.
Okay,
Second.
motion on the floor by Brian, second by Doug. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Nays, ayes have it, so ordered.
Motion number 13, motion to ratify payment to Lawson Excavating in the amount of $3,040, less the 5% retainage as recommended by Dawn Glen Engineering and to be reimbursed by the 2019 CITF-CO13.
Second.
Motion on the floor by Brian, second by Kenny. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Nays, ayes have that, so ordered.
Number 20, motion to ratify payment to Yarborough Construction in the amount of $9,950 for the removal of the concrete bleachers at Rosemont Park as recommended by Dawn Glen Engineering to be paid from the U.S. Steel project funding.
Second.
Second.
Motion on the floor by Brian, second by who? I missed it.
Bobby.
Bobby, all in favor, say aye.
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 Nays, ayes have that, so ordered.
And I have a motion that is not on the agenda. It is a motion to have Glen Engineering proceed with plans and pricing for a walking path at Romine Park and to pursue grants.
Okay, motion
Second.
on the agenda made by Brian. Is there a second?
Go ahead,
Go
Doug.
ahead, Ken. Second,
That was me.
second.
Second by Dougie.
Yeah.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Ayes have that, so ordered. Okay,
And I just also want to say, we see a lot of, we removed the cement bleachers that were, for years. I really think that they've been a hazard, I think we got lucky with nobody getting hurt, but again, I believe that we are spending our grant money and a lot of the U.S. Steel money with really working on recreation and infrastructure, how they wanted to. And Mark, I know you were part of that committee as far as how that monies were dispersed. And I really, really look forward to when everything's finished at Romine. What a fantastic job everybody's done. And I want to thank you and everybody that's participated in this.
well, that's good, Brian. Debbie's on my team. The mayor was on that too at the beginning. And you know what, Brian? I think Brian's being modest. I think Brian he was so involved in getting this recreational complex to go, and now it just turned in with US Steel giving us grant money to just expand on it, whatever. But I really think Brian and Dougie and Kenny, especially Brian and Dougie, they want this park area to look like PNC. So I can tell you that that's their passion. And Brian is in there. And of course, he's in charge with Dougie and Kenny on the committee, took the lead to go over all this stuff. And Don Glenn, we can't praise him enough, our engineer. He took the lead on all these US Steel projects. We had the ideas. Melissa helped put it together, and Don is carrying them out along with council. So it's a combined effort. But Brian, I know that's your baby. So I know you can't wait the day to get it done and show everything off. And hopefully that'll all be done for this year. Sorry.
Plus, I also want to add Melissa and Don Glenn,
Yes.
all the work they did on all the grants we did for this. So it's
Yep.
basically tax-free. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a collective effort for sure, guys. And that's,
Yep.
I mean,
Yes, for sure.
good support all the way around.
Great
Yep.
job, Mayor, Council, everybody working together. Okay, go ahead, Brian.
That's it, sir.
Okay, thanks. Next up, we'll go with
I'm going to go.
who?
Kenny.
Ken. Okay, Ken.
Okay, thank you, Mr. President. I got the Vigilant Hose Company report for December. Vigilant Hose Company responded to 13 total responses. 1, assist EMS with lift a patient into a residence. 1, mutual aid to Elizabeth Borough request for the drone team to search for possible victim in the Monongahela River. 2, CO alarm activations. 1, public service detail, assist with a car stuck in a tree. 1, mutual aid in a city of McKeesport request for our drone team to search for a fugitive who escaped from police custody after shooting an officer. 1, explosion rupture with injuries. 1, natural gas leak inside the residence. 1, mutual aid to Versailles Borough, assist their medics with lifting. 1, motor vehicle crash. 1, mutual aid standby detail for Glassport Fire Department in their station while they operate a structure fire, in their district. 1, mutual aid standby in Duquesne Annex Station while they operate a structure fire. 1, mutual aid to Versailles Borough for the possible commercial structure fire. In addition to the above calls, various members completed classes in wilderness search and rescue. Also, congratulations go out to President Rick Landrum, firefighter Matthew Burtock, firefighter Derek Johnson, and firefighter Sean Chapman on the successful completion of firefighter #1 national certification. Year-to-date statistics for 2020, total calls was 143. Total training man hours. Now, people, this is volunteer. 3,752 hours of their own time. Total hours spent on calls, man hours, 4,576. Unpaid, volunteer, work for our borough. Total number of certifications of members for the year, 23. I'd like to thank Brandon Hell, the chief of the department, and everybody there for all their great work and dedication and going above and beyond, for a community like ours. And also, I'd like to congratulate all the new officers and that were sworn in last night. Sorry I couldn't attend, trying to stay away from crowds. So, but congratulations to all. And it seems this drone thing is really catching on. They're being called by everybody. So it was good investment and donations by whomever. And thank you for our fire department again. Okay, I have a couple motions. Motion number 11.
Okay, no, I'm just, Go ahead.
Motion number 11, motion to adopt resolution number 2021-002, a resolution of the Borough of Port View, Allegheny County, which updates the current emergency management plan.
okay, a motion's on the floor by Kenny. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, so ordered.
Number 14, motion to accept the 2021 Vigilant Hose Company number 1 officers, trustees, and directors.
Motion's on the floor by Ken. Is there a second?
Second.
By who? Deb? Brian?
Debbie.
Debbie? Okay, seconded. All in favor, say aye.
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 Ayes have it, so ordered.
And my last one, number 17, motion to approve additional compensation to the borough manager in the amount of $3,000 for the 2020 only, based on meritus, job performance, and evaluation by council.
Okay, motion's on the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Dougie. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, so ordered. Good job,
Thank
Melissa.
you. Thank you.
job,
Thank
Melissa.
you. And just for just 1 minute, I just want to thank council. I want to thank Patty, Dawn, everybody, my staff here, Joni and Diane, everybody that pitched in, gave extra while I was out for a while due to a surgery. I could not have done everything without everybody's help. And I appreciate all your well wishes and the gift that was sent. So, and thank you for recognizing my job performance throughout the year.
Yeah,
Greatly
you.
appreciated.
Good job.
Yes, Melissa, you guys did an excellent job during this pandemic. I know you eat, breathe the borough of Port View, which you need to take a break once in a while, but she's very dedicated. She helps all of us. It is a team effort for everybody. I think we got the greatest working council I ever seen with everybody, including the mayor and everyone. So let's just keep doing that, because the bottom line is when we can all get along and work together, look at what we're accomplishing as a team.
Hey, Mark, I
Okay.
got one more thing.
Yes, go ahead, Ken, sir.
I forgot to ask during our other meeting. Doug and Melissa, have we filled out our thing for the Banner Community Program through Allegheny?
That's actually on hold right now, and everybody that has been a part of the Banner community and was certified last year, I think they are automatically certifying us this year. There were some emails flying around from the League of Municipalities today. I didn't have a big chance to get into it. There are a couple things I will tell you about right now, and it is the spring conference. They're postponing that to June 17th, 18th, and 19th. And the annual ACBA dinner that's normally held in February, they are totally canceling that altogether. They're just going to have it next year in 2022.
I attended one of the meetings, Ken, to answer your question, and they did, it was decided just to suspend that banner program, just give everyone that was a banner community this year, also for, last year for this year.
Next year. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just reading this notice. Okay.
Because they couldn't get together. We only had like one or two meetings being based on the pandemic too, so.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
All right, is that it, Ken?
That's it. Sorry.
Okay, next we'll go to Doug.
I'll go.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't know if I reported this last month, but we did get awarded the $60,000 for CDBG 46 for 4 properties, 1113 Burbank, 310 Portview Avenue, 1823 Trimble, and 315 Crossland. So those were awarded, and those will be up for demolition. Obviously, there's some red tape involved now. We'll be waiting for the asbestos testing and then the green light. I'm assuming in the spring that would move on. I'm assuming that's when that'll happen. There's a few other ones on there that are right now in some litigation and being tied up a bit. So we're still moving through these, but patience is a very, just be patient. We're going to work on them, and we'll do what's right to make sure It needs to get taken down as fast as we can. There was also some emergency repairs to the garage wall at the borough building. I mean, at the borough garage, as you can see, that was done. And then the salt bin was built next to it. So if anyone's riding by the borough building, you can see that's what they did there. We're moving the salt bin over to that area. And then the roof had an issue on the borough garage also with the windstorm that got fixed as well. So we had some issues and it's been busy down there, and those guys seem like they did a nice job down there. And so that's good stuff. Other than that, I do have a few motions here.
All right.
Motion number 15. Motion to ratify payment to Yarborough Construction in the amount of $46,062 for the emergency repair of the garage wall, and as recommended by Don Glenn Engineering from the Capital Reserve Fund.
A
Second,
motion on the floor by Doug. Is there a second?
second,
Second by Kenny. All in favor, say aye.
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 Nays? Ayes have that, so ordered.
Also, it's a motion to award low bidder Elvis Electric for the camera monitoring system, interior and exterior for municipal area from the U.S. Steel Project Fund in the amount of $19,543 as recommended by Don Glenn Engineering.
second,
Motion on the floor by Doug, second by Brian. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have that, so ordered.
What that is, it's a pretty extensive camera system for our borough properties down there. Much needed, and I'm glad that is taking place. Motion number 23. Motion to ratify hiring of Zachary Betters, full-time public works employee with successful completion of the 90-day probationary period as of January 1st, 2021.
second,
Okay, motion by Doug, second by Kenny. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have that, so ordered.
Bob, did you abstain? Did you say abstain?
I abstain.
Thank you.
That's all I have, Mr. President. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Doug. Next, we'll go up to Bobby. Bob?
Okay, Mr. President, I got something to report on the 2020 Dodge, the new truck, the plow was leaking out of the brand new motor, and so I had to take it up to A&H the other day. It's being covered under warranty. I am picking it back up tomorrow because it was leaking oil, so that will be fixed as of tomorrow. And as far as our snow events that happened, like I said, everything pretty much went off without a hitch, other than the fact that, you know, we didn't get to spend much time with the families anyhow. But, you know, we pride ourselves on taking care of these roads and keeping everyone safe and being able to get to their families for Christmas. And we intend to do so every time it snows like that. So we're here for you guys, and we'll take care of that. Now that truck, like I said, that plow will be done tomorrow. I'll go pick it up. If there was anything else, I seem to forgot about it, but I got the garbage reports. The collections for December weren't available by as of this writing, but there's November garbage collections. The currents were $1,454 and delinquents were $966. That's my report. I got a couple of motions. Motion number 19 to ratify payment in an amount of $823.71 to Flashover Fire Apparatus and Equipment for hooks for the fire truck from the fire fund.
Okay, motion on the floor by Bobby. Is there a second?
Second.
second. Debbie?
Second by Debbie. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, so ordered. Okay, Bob?
And I have motion 24, motion to ratify all departmental and intergovernmental transfers during the month of December 2020.
Okay, motion on the floor by Bobby. Is there a second?
Second.
Second, I guess. That's Debbie. All in favor, say
I'm
aye.
not doing that anymore.
Aye.
Aye.
No, I'm
Ayes-
giving up, yes.
Ayes have it, so ordered.
And
That's
that's
what I'm
all I have, Mr. President.
Okay, next we'll go to Debbie.
Okay, Mr. President, the December tax collection was $5,467.77. The tax collector will be preparing to turn over the uncollected balance to Keystone Collections. The uncollected balance is $115,338.66. Thank you, Sheila, for the report and collections. The year-end collections are up by $5,929.
Whoa, good.
Good
The
job.
borough manager and staff will be undertaking the audit within the next month or so. And the borough manager is currently working on the liquid fuel audits. And that's all, the end of my report. And I have one motion. Number 10, motion to adopt resolution number 2021-001, authorizing the payment of bills and wages incurred during the month of December 2020.
Okay, motion on the floor by Debbie. Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
Who was that? I heard three.
Everybody.
Well, wasn't me.
Great. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, so ordered. Okay, Deb.
That's the end of that's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Rebecca, do you have anything you want to tell us?
22 yet.
Huh?
Motion 22 wasn't addressed.
Yeah, we didn't get that far. That's my department. I'm asking Rebecca if she has anything.
Oh,
I'll
you
go-
did motion.
Huh?
I didn't know you did motion.
I'm not doing the motion. I'm the guy that's going to entertain the motion. But I want to see if Rebecca has anything that she'd like to say, and then I'll do my report. Rebecca, you have anything you would like to say on?
She's
Okay,
reconnecting.
maybe she left us.
She did her talking
found
for
it.
us.
Our accolades and left, so that's.
She's done her
We'll
talking
catch
for
her
a month.
next month. Yeah, she's
No,
doing her
she's
social
here.
media stuff. Huh?
Is she
I'm
there?
here.
Rebecca,
Mike-
you have anything you'd like to say, hon?
Where'd she go?
Well, school's starting again on the 18th, and we're going back 4 days a week. So I'm really excited about that. And that's pretty much it. And I just want to thank everyone again for helping with the Santa.
Rebecca, I have a question on that
Yes.
school returning. Is that just for the high school? Because my granddaughter goes to the elementary and they just told her 2 days a week
Really?
and then 4 days a week after that.
I'm not sure. I only got the updates for high school, but I
Okay.
could try and look into it some more.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, thanks, Rebecca. Okay, next, my turn. Melissa, you have anything?
You know what? I gave it during
Okay.
the meeting here, so
Okay.
I'm good.
I'll go as the president. First of all, I'd like to thank the firemen also and congratulate the firemen for the installation of their new officers and also their outgoing officers for all their volunteer service to our residents. You heard from Kenny, all the volunteer hours they put in, and we can't thank them enough. Our residents are, once again, it's great to have these volunteer firemen taking care of our residents, you know, and we don't have to pay. So we just have to help them out, whatever we can do. And please help your firemen if they ask for a fund drive or whatever they need. Okay, and with that, okay, I guess number 22, I entertain a motion or nominations for the vice president of council.
Mr. President, I'd like to nominate Ken Marechka for that position.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, roll call vote, Melissa?
Mr. Myers,
No.
Mr. Janeco,
No.
Mr. Lombardo,
Yes.
Mr. Haresco,
Yes.
Mr. Tortoris,
Yes.
Mrs. Thomas,
Yes.
Mr. Betters.
Yes.
Okay,
Motion
Oh.
carries.
okay, motion carries. Congratulations, Kenny, back to the vice president. And
Congratulations, Ken.
Thank you,
everybody
guys.
working together.
Congratulations.
Thank
Okay,
you.
and with that, does anybody have anything else for council? Okay, I'd just like to say also, you know, I know it's a tough thing out here. Things are getting worse with the COVID. They say there's another spread that's coming in. I personally think it's already here, but they say it's not in Pennsylvania yet. California, Wisconsin, where they say it is, they're completely overwhelmed. Ambulances can't even bring people in without waiting 2 to 6 hours to get them in. I know so many people around me now that got it. And believe it or not, I know 10 or 12 people have now died, and they're all, 3 of them are relatives. 1 more is already in the hospital getting really bad. So, you know, it's no joke. So please wear your mask, stay 6 feet away, take your social distancing. And hopefully we're just waiting on this vaccine that's behind the 8 ball. I've been calling the health department once a week, asking them when can Port View and the residents or we can deal with it. They said they're working on it. They're behind the 8 ball. So hopefully we can get it. And hopefully by summer, you know, everything will work out, recreation will open up and we can all go back hopefully to somewhat of normal lives. But just be careful, be cautious because it's for real. Okay. And with that, anything else? If not, you can entertain a motion to adjourn somebody.
Mr. President, I have that motion. I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Okay,
Second,
is there a second?
second.
Second by
Ken did
Ken.
it.
Okay. Meeting adjourned. Everybody have a great night and stay safe.
Good,
Happy
good job,
New
Ken.
Year.
Happy
Happy
New
New
Year.
Year.
Night, everybody.
Good night.
Congratulations, Ken.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks, Doug.
Bye,
Rebecca.
Rebecca. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Beck. Good night, everybody.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Yes.